India has made significant strides, but they don't just persist to GDP, they move beyond. Let's look at what has happened to India in the last decade. The Indian economy has grown at over 7% for the last 3 years now, and a significant contributor to the growth has been the central government Capex push. The thrust on Capex has enabled conditions for growth. But how much has Capex increased? As a share of GDP, government's capital spending has doubled to 3.2% in FY24 from 1.7% just a decade ago. The number looks even more phenomenal when one looks at actual figures. While the government was spending just 1.8 lakh crore rupees in FY14, in FY24 it spent nearly 5 times more at 9.5 lakh crore. Around 20% Capex growth was one of the primary reasons for GDP rising to 8.2% in the previous fiscal. This year, it plans to spend 11.1 lakh crore on Capex, a 17% growth from the previous year. GDP is expected to be around 7%. This push is also reflected in infrastructure development. National highway network at close to 1.5 lakh kilometer is nearly 50% higher than 2014. Pace of road creation has more than doubled during this period. India has nearly twice as many airports than it did a decade ago and close to double the power capacity. Railway track electrification has tripled during this period. But it's not just the physical infrastructure. Digital infrastructure has also received a push. In 2014, the government announced the Jan Dhan Aadhaar Mobile Trinity. The idea was to use Aadhaar and help open bank accounts for a large unbanked population and then link it to the mobile phone for digital access. Over 550 million accounts have been opened under the flagship Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. The mobile linkage has spurred digital payments. Over 20.6 lakh crore worth of transactions were conducted in August 2024 alone using the UPI platform, compared with just under a lakh crore digital transactions 6 years ago. The Reserve Bank of India now plans to further increase the digital roadmap by creating a unified lending interface to make credit easily available. The digital roadmap over the last decade has also ensured seamless access to services. Between FY15 and 24, over 7 lakh crore as cash and kind transfers has been dispersed compared with 7,000 crores in the previous decade. Leakages from the system have been curbed with the use of Aadhaar. In 2021, the authority chief noted that Aadhaar had led to 2.2 lakh crore worth of savings. Now 314 million households have an LPG connection compared with 145 million just a decade ago. Infrastructure creation has moved beyond aspects like roads, bridges and power utility as well. The number of universities in the country have nearly doubled. Medical colleges have witnessed a similar increase, rising to 702 in 2024 from 387 in a decade ago. Number of undergraduate seats have doubled in medical profession and so have postgraduate seats. The government plans to add another 75,000 seats to the existing over 1 lakh seats that exist today. Under the Awas Yojana, 25.8 million houses have been completed in rural areas. Over 300 million or 30 crore have an Ayushman Bharat card and nearly 7 crore hospital admissions have taken place. The program enrolls over 30,000 hospitals, 40% of which are private. But the most significant change has been witnessed in sanitation. Just over a third of a country was open defecation free in 2014. Today, nearly all villages are ODF free. 6.4 crore toilets have been built across the country, marking a significant change. That's the India story over the last decade.